Hmm? Ah! Oh, you startled me. Sorry, I didn't know there was gonna be anybody here. Hmm? Oh, who am I? Oh, sorry, let me introduce myself. My name's Terabyte. Uh, I'm a friend of Joe's. So if you know who Joe is, then, well, he's basically my friend. Hmm? Oh, how did I meet him? Well, it's kind of a long story, actually. You see, when I was a kid, my optical sensors got damaged. So, my parents couldn't afford to get them fixed. So instead, they got me glasses so that I could still see what I'm doing. But you see, at school, I would always get picked on for being the only person with glasses, and so yeah. But one day, when I was getting bullied for it at school, Joe came along and well, he stood up to my bullies and told them to go pick on someone their own size. And ever since then, Joe and I have been good friends. Nowadays, I kind of help him by editing videos for his YouTube channel. So, since I'm purging and all that, things like that is actually pretty easy for me to do. But yeah, that's basically a story of how Joe and I became friends. Is there anything else you want to know? Oh, my colors? Yeah. So, funny story. Ever since I was a kid, I've always been, like, a really big fan of, like, everything Marvel and DC. So, when I found out about Marvel and DC, I basically just kind of, like, patterned my whole life, after the Marvel and DC logos. So that's basically what I would like to think that the red and blue for those sides of my fur represent is the Marvel and DC logos. I mean, that and the fact that I have the Marvel and DC logos currently emblazoned on the screens on the sides of my head and legs. But yeah, I'm a really big pop culture nerd. So anything pop culture, I really like to talk about it, whether it's like Marvel and DC, or it's anything anime related, or any kind of book, really, to be honest, or even Disney. Well, not Disney nowadays, obviously, but like Disney before they decided to do the things they've been doing now. So yeah, I really like all kinds of pop culture. Well, except horror. I'm not really all that big when it comes to horror. I get squeamish easily. So, anything horror related, I tend to shy away from. Joe is the bigger horror person than I am. He's actually done a few horror games on his channel before, so yeah. He would be the person to go to for horror related stuff, not me. But I mean, outside of that, yeah, I pretty much like all kinds of pop culture. So if there's anything you would like to know about pop culture, you can talk to me about it. I love sharing my knowledge of pop culture, no matter what it is. I have a whole terabytes worth of data of information on literally any kind of pop culture. That's kind of why they call me Terabyte, because I got a whole terabyte of information stored in my databanks. So yeah. Anything else you want to know? Oh, My belly? Uh, yeah. I, yeah, I know, I don't like to talk about it very much, but, it's, a long story short, my primary fuel source is the knowledge I gained from reading books. So, all that knowledge, basically gets converted to calories in my body. And since I like to read a lot, I, tend to gain a lot of weight from it. I'm super self-conscious about it. But thankfully, I do have a way to like burn off the calories in a sense. Any old information that I currently have sitting in my data banks that I'm not using, I basically just like take that information and just delete it. And that kind of just like burns the calories in a way. But yeah, I don't really like to talk about it very much. Oh, no, you're fine. It's just something that I'm really self-conscious about, and, can we move on, please? I'm really getting a little bit comfortable talking about it. Oh, the stutter? Yeah, sorry about that. I get nervous easily around new people, and, I also have, social anxiety. So, whenever I'm in like a big group of people, I tend to be pretty nervous. So that's why I stutter, because of nervousness mostly. I'm trying to work my way out of my nervousness and my social anxiety. And Joe has been a big help in helping me out with that as well. But yeah, it's a struggle, and I'm not quite used. I haven't quite fully grasped it yet. Was there anything else you want to ask me? Oh, you want to hug me? Sure. I guess that's okay. But please be gentle. That felt kind of nice. Thank you. Sorry, I'm getting a little tired. I'm gonna go take a nap now, but, if you'd like to talk about anything else later on, I'm sure I'll be around. But yeah, it was nice meeting you. Have a good day. Bye.